Hello everybody, and welcome to the first official episode of Wendy's Car Channel. Today I am going to give an overview of my car. It's a 1999 Mazda Miata, which I believe some of you will know as an MB1. It has roughly 93,000 miles on it. I bought it 3 years ago from an old German guy who didn't really take very good care of it. Apart from other things, he ruined the engine because he was fiddling around with it, managed to get a very bad oil leak, didn't tell me about it, and I was naive and didn't know much about cars back then, so I killed the engine. So it has now a engine with 33,000 miles on it, which is now probably more like 35,000 miles. Runs beautifully. Essentially everything right now about this car is stock, except for the wheels. Instead of the old wheels, I bought some summer wheels, which are Dunlop Dureza Starspec Z2 tires, mounted on titanium mirror Advanti Storm S1s, which are both lighter and more structurally sound than the original wheels, even though that they're larger. The original Miata came with 14x6 wheels, I believe. These are 15x7, or depending on if you go by Flying Miata's site, which is where I bought, they say 15x8, but they measured 15x7. The car is in really good shape except for the body paint. The body paint is a big problem right now. I'm going to go over everything that needs to be fixed, probably by hand, over the next few weeks, months. Winter's coming, so I'm not going to be putting that much more work into it. It's August, beginning of August right now. And even though I have like 2 good months left, it'll start getting colder soon. The weather will start getting a bit more grouchy. So I'm not going to do anything really paint related till it comes during the summer. This is my car. You can see door has been repainted. That's the original paint. This has been repainted. Same thing with the bumper. Darker, richer, and lighter. The car has paint problems. That's the thing that bugs me the most about it. Just little details, like right there. It has some rust spots. If you look down here, yeah, look at that, that's really ugly. I have no idea who that was. Interior is pretty good, but I still want to do a lot with it. This is coming loose. This has been loose for a while. I need to re-glue that into place. Take this off, glue this back into place. This seat's okay. This seat is not okay. Suspension-wise, I lived in Cleveland for 4 years, although this car was only there for one summer. One winter. One winter managed to damage the suspension in here bad enough that I need to get new suspension. I'm going to be getting the VMAX 2 kit from Flying Miata for that, which will give me better, stiffer suspension and better sway bars. Other than that, need to get that light replaced because there's a big old crack in it. More small paint problems. Somebody stole this, just the left one. And I bought it again. I bought another one to replace it, and then the bolt on the inside fell off. So I'm going to have to go to a dealership or to a mechanic to get that done because there's only a teeny access hole. Other things I want to do. I repainted the front bumper and screwed up because I forgot to sand it because I had no idea what I was doing. But for now, it looks a lot better than the original. The original was like so sunburnt, it was pink. I got a little bit of the paint on here because I'm a noob, and also paint splatters. So I need to sand these down. The lights look okay right now, but they're actually yellowing a bit, and I'm having a consistent battle every few months. I have to reshine and turtle wax them. So I'm just going to be sanding them down over and over again and getting them to a high polish. If you go to Chris Fix's channel, I'm going to be using his technique for permanently restoring headlights. In fact, I'm going to be doing a lot of Chris Fix stuff to this car because he really seems to know what he's doing. Other things? No, the car's in decent condition. The thing is, I want it to look like this. See this car right here? I want it to look like this. As you can see, there's lots of body modification, repainting, lowering, more camber. I'm not a crazy camber person, but I would like more camber. Right now the car has like 1.8 degrees of camber, which is good for zipping around, but if I'm going to be doing autocross and track days, which is the ultimate intention of this car, then I do indeed want a little bit more camber for those really tight turns. Other things that bother me, I don't know if this is if you can see this, but it has little dots all over it. I lovingly call these his freckles. Oh, I named my car. I'm one of those people. His name is Alti. It's named after one of the characters. Yeah, he has freckles that the old owner didn't really seem to repair. Other than that, I'm gonna get a Momo steering wheel. I know this is the original Nardi Torino one. Is that Torino? But I kind of like the Momo better because they have a black and red one and it's going to match. The dash is in really good condition. Seats, eh. Interior, eh. And this paint needs to be touched up badly. As far as my list of definite upgrades in the immediate future, or next few years to be honest, there is the Super Miata Stage 1 brake upgrade kit, the Enthusicar XR lightweight muffler, the Flying Miata VMAX Stage 2 suspension, a Hard Dog M2 Sport Black double diagonal roll bar, the Schroth Racing Clubman 6-point camlock harness for when I get into racing, the Natami Renegade racing seats, Flying Miata header, cat, and mid-pipe, Natami shift knob. I know that Momo would be nice to have a shift knob, but seriously, I'm not going to dump $100 into a shift knob when other ones will do basically the same thing. Leave that to get a fancier Momo shift knob when I have more money. The Momo Nero steering wheel. I will invest in a steering wheel from Momo. The NGK Iridium spark plugs. And the Flying Miata clutch and flywheel. I'm going for the 10-pound flywheel. Other than that, in the far future, I need a repaint. The bottom needs to be welded. I want to get gloves, shoes, and a racing suit, which will be about $300, and a racing helmet, which will probably be around $230. And in the far, far future, I want to get the Flying Miata 2 Turbo, because bringing my car up to like 230 to 250 horsepower, wheel horsepower, is going to be fun as heck. But that would involve getting a new flywheel and clutch, and then a new exhaust system. So that would be a lot more money, like probably near $10,000 if you include the installation price and the tuning and the dyno tests. So that's way, 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 way in the future. Even though this car is a baseline sports car and it has some stuff that it needs to desperately have done to it, it's still my pride and joy. I mean, it's the first car I bought with my money. It's the first car I'm actually working on. I like it a lot. I'll be making a lot of mistakes. I know that already because I'm only just getting into cars. I'm the only car person in my immediate family. So ride along and see how many times I can screw up before I get things right. And hopefully in the end, the car's gonna look awesome. More awesome than it already does, because I really like how Miatas look. They have a very classic look to them. They're very approachable. You see a supercar or a hypercar and you're like, oh my god, it's a god car. But I've had lots of